Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brink of Speed live on a Wednesday night, or I should say, live with Brink of Speed. So tonight's discussion, as you see on the title, and actually let me get this pulled up on here real quick before. All right. That way I can see the, oh, here we go. Got it.
Holy shit, things are rad. Nice and roomy. But they don't fall off.
What's going on here? Oh, there's somebody. It looks like I have two live things going on here. This is weird. Here comes people. Okay. Live things going on here. There we go. This is weird. Okay. Can you guys see me? I haven't seen anything pop up yet. I see people joining, but I haven't seen anybody. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Let me set this so you guys can see me better. There we go. All right. So anyway, this video is about which transmission is better for the C7, the auto or the manual. And what's up, JVM? And also the sequential. Now, Peter Carey actually sent me a really cool video of Katech and their sequential manual transmission, and it's pretty sweet. So he wanted us to talk about that and the differences between the manual, the auto, and the Katech sequential. And then after that, we can do a question and answer type deal where you guys can just ask me questions here on the comment section and we can talk about those. So how's it going, Robert? I think I accidentally had another live session scheduled for 6, but these live things, these live videos are kind of a pain in the butt to get started and titled and all that kind of stuff. Did you guys see another one pop up, or is this the only one that you guys see? You guys there? It's the only notification I got. I get an alert every time you do one. This is the only one I got. How about now? I just had something pop up that's interesting. Let me go. You've seen two? Well, shoot. Hopefully everybody comes to this one. I don't know why there's 2 of them. YouTube is so screwy. I'm going to tell you. It is so screwy. But I'd kind of like to wait for Peter to join. Let me, because he's the one that wanted to talk about these transmissions. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know what's going on. In the meantime, while we're waiting on him, why don't you guys just start asking me questions that you want to know, and we'll do that. And then when he joins, then we'll get started with what he was wanting to talk about. And while I'm waiting for those questions, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, as far as submitting photos to me to put at the end of my videos, you guys can do that whether it's a Corvette or not. There's a lot of people that are saying, hey, this isn't a Corvette, it doesn't belong here. Or I shouldn't say a lot of people, but there's some people that are complaining that it's not a Corvette, but that doesn't mean anything. It can be a Corvette. It can be, you know, a Cadillac. It can be anything. And I'll put it at the end of these videos because I want to show your guys' rides no matter what. What is my choice for transmission? Well, my choice is a manual, but my wife can't drive a manual, so we have an 8-speed automatic. But if it wasn't the case that she was going to be driving the car, I would definitely have the 7-speed auto or the 7-speed manual. As far as the sequential gearbox goes, I would love to have one of those in my car, but I looked it up, and that Katech sequential gearbox is $27,000, so I ain't spending that on my car. Okay, so Peter is on here. I'm here, so you want pics. I'll be right back. Take a few. Oh, Peter, you crack me up. I don't even think you own a Yugo. That car is not you. I can't see you driving a Yugo. Do you know anything about the auto transmission they're putting in the C8? Good question, Don. I don't think it's going to be called an auto because it's a dual clutch, and it is a true dual clutch manual transmission. So the last thing that I heard is there's actually talks of 3 different transmissions: a 7-speed dual clutch, an 8-speed dual clutch, and a 10-speed dual clutch. I would say that the first C8 that we see roll onto the showroom floor is going to probably have a 7-speed dual clutch. And then maybe with the Z06 and higher up versions, they might go with an 8 or 10. But I don't think we're going to have any kind of auto in this car ever. It's all going to be dual clutches. Oh, see you later, JVM. Thanks for joining. By the way, real quick, give me a big thumbs up on this video. That helps out big time, even on live videos. Okay, what hat is the best? Alexander wants to know what hat is the best. You talking about Corvette hats? I like this one. This one is pretty neat. I don't know. Whatever one you like that fits you the best is probably the best for you. The Camaro is rumored to end in 2023. What are the odds that between now and then GM will put the ZR1 engine in it? That's actually that's a good question, Peter. I heard rumors a long time ago that GM was going to put the ZR1 engine in the Camaro between now and then to compete with the Ford GT500. And they were going to make the ZR1 engine go from 755 horsepower all the way up to 790 horsepower or 785, something like that, which is really, really kind of crazy. But that would be the ZL1 version, obviously. And I think that's cool. If they do that, that would be amazing. I hope that answers your question. Alexander says that transmission. I'm not sure what you're asking. If you can retype it and ask it differently so I understand it. Robert says, personally, I think they should do a variant of the 10-speed that's in the Camaro for the base level vets and a dual clutch setup for the Z51 Z06 equivalent. That actually isn't a bad idea, Robert. But I think they are trying to get rid of multiple transmissions for one car. I think they're trying to just stick with one, and they're going to do a dual clutch and no manuals, which I say thumbs down to, but you know, it is the way of the future. So with that in mind, I don't think we're going to see a 10-speed automatic in any of the C8s. I think they'll all be dual clutches, and then they might change the number of speeds with the Z51, Z06 and up. John White says only one. Only one what? Maybe transmissions is what he's talking about. Robert says Bayside hats. Oh, okay. Hey, Jaman Vlogs. And millennial honky rip manual vets. Yeah. I love a manual. I've had 3 Z06s, and the first 2 I had were both manuals. I absolutely loved them. They are a blast to drive, obviously. So, yeah, I agree. I wish they wouldn't get rid of them. All right. Alexander says, I love the Aero Sport Corvette Callaway. Yeah, that is pretty cool. In fact, I got to see that in person last year at Corvettes of Carlisle, and my good friend Clarence over at Speed 252 actually drove it and did a video on it. So that was pretty neat. What else, guys? Again, it doesn't matter what car you have. And yes, Peter Carey, you can send in your Yugo pictures. Those will be just fine. I will try and edit them to make them look as good as I possibly can. Okay, guys, question and answer time. Studio 7, what does he say? Can't wait for the C8. All right, let's see. Can't wait for the C8. Not long to go now. I just hope it looks fantastic. Looks are a huge part of why people buy these type of cars, along with the performance. Regards from England. Yeah, man. I can't wait either. We don't have much, more time to go. It's the 3rd already of this month, so we have 15 days. Freaking awesome. Hey, Jim, how are you? And thanks for joining me all the way from England. All right, push rods and dual overhead cams. What do you think? Well, I'm not a huge mechanical type guy, so I don't know all of the main reasons why they stick with push rods and why they might go to a dual overhead cam. What I do know, though, is I love the sound of a dual overhead cam more than a push rod. When you hear a Mustang GT, just a regular GT out there on the road, it sounds so amazing. And those are dual overhead cams. Dual overhead cam V8s. And then when you put exhaust on a Mustang, it's unbelievable how good they sound. I've always said that Mustangs sound better than any GM product. But I'd rather have a GM product than a Mustang. So I don't know. I think the dual overhead cam will be something new and great. All right, let's see. Any idea on price? Well, according to Jim Lutz, I think is his name, he says that they're going to be about $5,000 to $6,000 more than the current base model. So basically, I'm looking for that car to run about $65,000, just base, and then up from there. You put any kind of options on it, and obviously, it's going to get into the 70s. Yeah, not bad at all. All right, let's see. Will we be able to see the C8 reveal live? Yes, you will. They're doing a live stream. They haven't told us yet, how to get on that live stream, but they will. And then, yes, we will all be able to get on there live and see it. Trading your Z06 for the C8 or going to wait till they come out with the Z06 variant? Good question. No, I'm going to get the C8 right away unless things change. I see it. I don't like it. My plan is to get the C8 immediately when it comes out. It's going to help the channel. I'm going to be able to give you guys all the information that you want about it firsthand. And won't that be exciting? I think it's going to be amazing. All right, wonder if GM will do... Oh, what's up, Speed 252? There's Clarence. All right, wonder if GM will do a C8 ZR1. I'm sure they will at some point. Yes, they've already talked about it. It sounds like they're going to do a ZR1, and then they're also going to do a Zora, which is going to be in a higher class than the ZR1. That thing's probably going to have close to 1,000 horsepower. You think the C8 run better than the ZR1? If you're talking about Nürburgring, the base model will probably do pretty darn good. There's people that say 7/18/19 is the time that they got at the Nürburgring. So that's already really good for a base model Corvette. So yeah, it's going to do great. I don't think it'll do better than the ZR1. Maybe the Z06 version will, though. Okay, any wishes? Peter Carey says, any wishes on specific technology improvements you'd like to see in the C8 that you don't already enjoy in the Z06? Oh, and I just ran out of film to take pictures of the Yugo. Hugo, my Yugo. That's hilarious. Can't even say the word. Improvements in the C8 that you don't already enjoy in the Z06. That's a good question. I mean, the stuff that they're talking about already sound pretty sweet. I like the active arrow. I think that's going to be amazing. Let me get back to that. I can't off the top of my head come up with anything besides that. I mean, on the inside, there are some good changes that are coming. But yeah, on the for the car overall, the active arrow is what I really am looking forward to. I don't think it's going to be on the base model, but I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's see. Can't wait to see what the Zora model looks like. Me either. What's up, Clarence? I'm glad you were able to join us this time. I can't believe I haven't seen Justin from Horsepower Obsessed or JT from Cars Guys on here yet. I'm missing both those guys. The other two Corvetteers. Let's see. Guillermo says, do you think they're coming out with the Grand Sport variant on the first year or later? That's a good question, Guillermo. Basically, I think it'll go the same way that it's always gone with the Corvette. I think that, they come out with the regular base model, then the Z51 variant, then the Z06 a year later, and then the Grand Sport 2 years later. So I think that's probably what'll happen is we'll probably get it in, that type of cycle. But I doubt they're going to come out with a Grand Sport this time. I think the way it'll go is Z51, then Z06, and then we'll probably get a ZR1, and then we'll probably get the Zora after that. Greetings from Denton, Texas. Oh, sweet. You're right up the road from me. Mike, what day is it? It is Wednesday the 3rd, Peter. Studio 7 says, hey, Clarence joining, cool. Do we finally call the C8 a supercar? Yes, we do call the C8 a supercar. In fact, I did a video about calling the Grand Sport a supercar. Oh, yes, it is hump day. Sorry about that. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Studio 7, I call the Grand Sport a supercar. If you go back through my videos, you can see a video that is titled something to do with the Grand Sport. The C7 Grand Sport is a supercar. And I give all the reasons why, and I think I even do a follow-up video to that. But I consider my Z06 especially a supercar. And yes, the C8 is definitely a supercar, and I would say the Zora would be considered an exotic supercar. Denny says, did you get the issue fixed with your Z06 after the update? Good question. I'm actually very disappointed in Classic Chevrolet right now. They called me to find out whether everything was great or if I had problems. I told them all the problems, and they said they would have the service tech call me back, and he has not, and I've called there to leave a message and haven't gotten a call back from him. I think a lot of you guys were right about it being bad gas in my car, because I've put a couple of more tanks of gas in it and the hesitation has gone away. However, the transmission problem has not gone away. It's still lurching forward, and that's not good at all. I'm not happy with that at all. So I'm not happy with Classic Chevrolet right now. They need to give me a call back, and I'm going to call them on Friday and say, hey, you know, what's going on? Thank you for asking me, Danny. Or I'm sorry, Denny. Jim says, I thought that when the 2015 Z06 was called a supercar. Yeah, it was. They definitely called it a supercar in 2015. Day attack. Let's see. Scott Harrell. Hey, what's up, Scott? Long time no see, man. Good to see you. When does the pre-order begin for the C8? It already began. You can get into a lot of dealerships right now, and well, let me take that back. You can't pre-order it yet, but you can put a deposit down. You can put $1,000 deposit down. Probably, I would say after the reveal, they'll start taking orders. It may take a month or something, but I'm sure pretty soon after the reveal, they'll start taking orders. So I hope that answers your question, Scott. And by the way, I can't wait to get back down to Austin and hang out with you guys. That was a blast. Peter says, switching gears, no pun intended, but Jim Muro will be doing a C6 MRC software updates at Carlisle. Oh, okay. That stands for MagRide, I believe, for the C6. I think that did just come out for any C6 that has the MagRide. Now, does yours have MagRide, Peter? I can't remember if it does or not. But it's definitely worth it if anybody has MagRide. If you have not seen my video of the update, it is unbelievable the difference that I feel in every setting. Well, the three settings: the sport, the tour, and the track mode. All right, let's go to the next one. John White says, when do you think you'll receive your C8? Well, dealing with Classic Chevrolet, as soon as they say I can order, I will probably go ahead and place the order. And I would not think that it would arrive until probably February or March. So probably not till then. Oh, Dave Smith, what's up, man? That's a very good question. I've always said that I would take a 3,000, 3,500 square foot house and have a 100-car garage for my cars, because that's what I would want. If I had all the money in the world and I could get any car I wanted, my house would be pretty average, 3,000, 3,500, and then I'd have a giant garage with all the cars. So good question. Peter says, no, my Grand Sport doesn't, but if it did, I would definitely do it. Yeah. Lots of people have done it. They say it's amazing. I did it. It is. All right. Andre, what's going on? Do you think the performance numbers will be better at Nürburgring, Germany than the C7s? Yes, I definitely think it will be. Absolutely, for sure. I think it already is. I think the 7:18:19 time, or thing that they're putting on the front of the C8 is definitely because that's the time it got at the Nürburgring. If Classic keeps jerking you around, try Huffines. Okay, I will definitely do that. Let's see. Thanks, Mike. Great live vlog, but I have work in the morning and it's after midnight in England, off to bed. Long live Corvette. You're very welcome, bro. Have a good night, and I can't wait to see you next time. Based on what you know, what color do you want for the C8? I'm probably going to go with the new blue. My wife is, she loves blue cars. That's why we have the Laguna Blue Z06. So that's probably the one that I'll go with. And by the way, I'm going to end this live video here pretty soon. I don't want it to go much over 25 minutes. We can go to 27 if you guys want, but I don't want to go too much past that. But yeah, it'll probably be the blue, the brand new blue. And if you guys haven't hit the smash, God, I can't even talk. If you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, smash it, please. I almost said that backwards. It really helps the video. It looks like we got 7 thumbs up right now. Let's see if we can get over 30. Scott Harrell, anytime. We have extra rooms and garage space. Dan and I are cooking up another event that would be great to have you run in. I'll reach out. Take care. Awesome. Actually, I might be coming down to Austin next week for my job overnight, and I'll probably be there, you know, a day and a half or so. So if I have the time, I might try and hook up with you guys then. Try out Rick Conti in Coughlin Chevrolet. Actually, guys, if things don't work out with Classic Chevrolet, I think I'll be going to Quebec because I have a very good friend that's actually on this live event, Clarence, with C Garner Speed 252. He has had an amazing experience with Quebec, buying his Grand Sport, and he says if things don't work out for me here with Classic, then we should just go to Quebec together and get them. So I may end up doing that. Take care. Happy 4th. Yeah, happy 4th of July, guys. I won't see you tomorrow, obviously. So thanks for joining me. You guys are awesome. You guys are always so much fun to go live with. I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing these every other week because they're so much fun. And I may even switch to once a week. So anyway, let me answer a couple more questions and then let's wrap this up. So let's see. I just checked with Corvateer JT. He's out chasing hoopties, and Corvateer is busy playing Space Invaders. Good work. D is polishing his ZR1. How much of a premium will Chevy charge for the C8? That's a very good question. Joseph asked, how much of a premium will Chevy charge for the C8? There's a lot of dealerships that are already saying they're not going to. According to Classic Chevrolet, they aren't. They're not going to up the price at all. When they got ZR1s, they did not up the price at all on the ZR1s. They sold them for MSRP. How many horsepower do you think the C8 will have? I'm guessing 530, but there's people that are saying it could be close to 600. I'm not banking on that at all. I think we're going to be looking at about 530 horsepower, which is going to be really nice. That's going to put us up 70 horsepower from the Stingray. So that'll be very nice. Have a great holiday, bud. You too, Jim. And Peter Carey, one last thing. Quebec is having an open house July 26 and 27. My guess is they'll be hosting the GM mobile showroom, and you'll be able to spec out a C8. Stay tuned. Okay, so there you go. Quebec is going to allow you to spec out a C8 July 26th and 27th, and who knows, I may be there. So thank you guys so much for joining me. This was awesome. I think we got a lot accomplished. And I hope to see you on the next live video. Hey, Robert, how's it going? You guys can obviously watch this from the very beginning to the end if you're just now joining. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I love each and every one of you guys. Smash that thumbs up button, and we'll see you next time.